Alright, I won't lie to you guys. I'm out of town right now, and I didn't actually get to watch the game, but I got a Dolphins flannel. I thought you would like that. Alright, it might not have been that pretty, but the Dolphins did get a win and officially sweep the New York Jets to keep them winless at 0-11. Now, the Dolphins are now 7-4 on the season, and they are actually back in the mix of the playoff race. In fact, in the current standings, they are back in at the 6th seed. So, hope is really not all lost because of one big reason. We'll go over it later. I'll just be honest, I thought after the Broncos game, it's done. We're probably not going to make it, but really, hope is not all lost. But anyway, let's get into it here. Again, I didn't watch the game, but I'm going to go over the takeaways I got from the highlight reel and just notes in general that were pretty obvious. So again, sloppy win. Offense didn't play great. Fitzpatrick played, pretty good, but, just not the best performance. Lots of fumbles and just, in general, not our best performance. We definitely don't play super well in cold weather games. I mean, I guess it's expected if you're playing from Miami, but still. Another note here is that Parker actually got going. He had himself a really good day, probably his best day of the year. So definitely good to see. I will say, when Fitzpatrick's in, he definitely utilizes Parker a little bit more. Hopefully we can get to go into that same level. The defense continues to play well for the Dolphins. They've been pretty good the whole season, and they are very good. Again, Orlando Roberts had a really big stop on 4th down. Obviously, Nick Needham got an interception on Darnold, and so did Xavier Howard. Just a good day for the defense yet again. Speaking of Xavier Howard, he is seriously making a case to be the best cornerback in the NFL. I mean, he has 7 interceptions on the year. That is leading in the NFL. That's the most interceptions by anyone. Very, very good season for Xavier Howard, and he's really proven that paying him was the right move. Also, if anyone wants to know what's going on with Tua, he should be back. Brian Flores said that he will be the starter when he's healthy, and it was just a jammed thumb injury in practice, so he should be back. I'm kind of glad they didn't play him, because first of all, if he's playing with a jammed thumb, that could affect his, throwing motion and everything, so very well could have given us a chance to lose the game since we played pretty sloppy. But yeah, I also just want what's best for Tua. He should be back next week in a warmer game next week against the Bengals, so he should be back. And the last note I want to put here is Raiders actually lost to Atlanta. That's a game they shouldn't have lost, and so with that one, it kind of makes the playoff talk a little bit more interesting now, because it was kind of like, okay, Raiders should beat the Falcons, they should, all these other teams that are in the mix should beat these teams. So unfortunately, it looks like it's done for, but all of a sudden it's actually starting to look a little bit better. So don't completely count out the playoff race yet, and I'm not really going to bet that we win the AFC East, but, we are still a game behind the Bills, so don't totally give up on that either. And they also still have to play the Steelers, so if they lose just one more game and we keep pace with them, then we actually could win the division by winning that Week 17 game. Again, I'm not really predicting that to happen. I'm just saying keep an eye on it. But anyway, that's going to do it. Next week, we play our last pretty easy game until the Chiefs. We have to play the Cincinnati Bengals. Without Joe Burrow, that's, again, a game that we probably should win. But obviously, you have to take it one week at a time. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this game and this week, and I hope you join me Thursday for the preview. And until next time, fins up.